Hi, I'm Ben. I'm one of the owners of the Magnolia Building Company. We're currently working on a project up off the Peak to Peak Highway here in Colorado. It's at about 9,200 feet, I think, in the mountains. Really beautiful kind of showpiece project, and it's a earth block construction of a kind of legacy home for a family. Magnolia Building Company, we've been in business since 2011 and have focused a lot on green building throughout our history. I think we did the first LEED Platinum home in Colorado. At one point, we had the lowest HERS rating ever recorded on a house we built. So green building is nothing new to us, but this was our first project with the earth blocks. So it was fun to learn a new process, teach an old dog new tricks, as they say, I guess, and figure out something new. And really enjoyed working with this product. Go into it with kind of a fresh mind. It's a different process than just a stick frame. You know, it requires a bit more planning and it's a little more complicated, but I do think that the finished product is worth it. You know, it really is going to be kind of a robust, super well-built home when it's all completed. And I think there's just some of those, don't assume you're just going to slap walls up in a week. Where we are in Colorado, I think the number one benefit, which is what steered our clients toward this product, is fire resistance. We are constantly having clients shuffle insurance companies at this point. Wildfire is, a huge issue, and it's not going to get better in the foreseeable future, I don't think. So building structures that are really able to withstand that, building for the future in that regard, hardening what we build is really important. And I don't think there's really a better product in terms of fire resistance that you could build with, between the thermal mass, the fact that it's a non-combustible material, and then even, if there are wood framing members on it, it gets a plastered, exterior, which is going to be very fire resistant as well. And then I think second is the energy efficiency aspect of it. Our clients are very concerned with that, and having something that's going to be, it's, even though it doesn't have the sort of standard high R value that you're used to seeing like in a passive house or something, having that thermal mass is going to hold lots of heat, especially in a place where we get a lot of winter sun. I think is going to be really, really beneficial for keeping the kind of heating costs down in the winter. And also I think, again, that thermal mass, when it cools off at night, helping just keep it cool throughout the day in the summertime. Feel free to reach out to me, and definitely would recommend this product, especially with the right client that the sort of interests align. It may not be for everyone, but I think if your client's interested in building a really kind of sustainable home for the long term, they should definitely look into this.